favor. Just touch all your seatbelts, touch all your connections, touch your Hans. Just make sure you get everything like you want it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's the main event in the Speedweek's Daytona International Speedway here. It's the start of the Castrol GTX Cup Series season, race number 1 of the season for the 25th season of the series. What can I say here? It is the Great American Race, the Daytona 500, the first race of the season. And here's the starting line for the event. Excuse me. Starting line for today's running event. On the pole, it is Dylan Poteet, car 22, the Miller American Buick. He's a 2-time 500 winner. Winners racing season 5 and 9. Row 2 alongside of him will be the man who won season 22 in the Daytona 500, Kyle Matthews, in car 42, the Mellow Yellow Pontiac. Next row down has Ryan Brommer in car 94, the Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile, winner of the first 125 qualifier at Daytona on the same track. Beside him, the man who won the second 125 qualifier, Seth Cole, the Eureka Vacuum Cleaners Pontiac. Third row has Keith Batson. He's won many times in this series, but never the 500. In fact, never won on a plate track, believe it or not, in this series. He hopes to cure that here today. In Texaco Havoline Ford, he's the defending series champion. He's alongside Zach Rogers in 33, the Skull Bandit Buick. Going to the next row down, it's R.J. Bishop, one of the 2 rookies in the field here this season. The Kodiak Pontiac car 27, and beside him would be car number 70, Mitchell Collins, in his son's Medford Speed Pontiac. Another Pontiac, Daniel Bouchard, is the inside of the next row down in a 75 Valvoline Pontiac. And 43, the King Richard Petty Pontiac of Mike Becker. He's alongside the STP colors. Next row down has Austin Colano in a CTE Ford, car number 13. He'll be alongside number 8, Matt Haas, in the Miller American Buick. Next, we're down another driver who wants to win the 500 so badly. She's won the championship 5 times. She's Jessica Shelton, the Coors Melling Ford, car number 9. She'll be alongside car number 55, Henry Sanford, the Copenhagen Chevrolet. Next, we're down is Nathan Orman in car 88, the Gatorade Buick. He'll be alongside car number 4, William Brock, in the Kodak Film Oldsmobile. Next we're down Wes McCoy in car 7, the Xerox Antifreeze Ford. He'll be alongside car 11, Johnny Gardner, the first ever Castrol GTX Cup Series victory. He won the first ever Daytona 500 for this series, the Mountain Dew Buick, car number 11. Johnny hopes to win his second 500 here today. Next we're down is Jackson Haywood, the Wrangler Jeans Ford, car number 15. He'll be alongside 24, the DuPont Chevrolet of Charles Sanford. Charles won the 500 in season 19. He's also season 15 series champion. Next we're down is car 30, Country Time Pontiac of Jay Jefferson, and Cole Deaver, the GM Government Chevrolet, car number 3 of his longtime idol Dale Earnhardt. Deaver won the season 21 championship with this paint scheme, and he also won a Daytona 500 this season as well. Next we're down has car number 50, and it's Jean Sanford in the wheel of her Pontiac. She'll be alongside car number 5, Phil Parker, at the wheel of the Levi Garrett Chevrolet. Next row down has car number 29, Zachary Fitzwater, the Hardee's Oldsmobile, and he'll be alongside number 90, Jesse Turner, in the Red Baron Frozen Pizza Ford. Next row down has Kat Batson, 21 Warner Hodgdon Ford. She'll be alongside 26 Quaker State Buick of Quentin Moore. Next row down has Ryan George in number 44, the J.D. Stacy Buick, and he'll be alongside Joshua Osborne, car 25, the Folgers Ford. Folgers Chevrolet, excuse me. Next row down, Kyle Langland in 14, the number 51, Alex Miller. Next row down after that will be car number 12, Rob Evans, the 500 champion season 23. He'll be alongside car 47, Nathan Hudson, the Race Hill Farms Buick. Next row down, Kev Shear in 71, the Buck Stove Oldsmobile, and another Oldsmobile, Emmanuel Hardin. He won the 500 with this very scheme in season 16, as a matter of fact. He wins Oldsmobile. Actually, season 18, so he won the 500 with this scheme. Next, we're down a pair of McIntyres. Matt McIntyre in 18, the Interstate Barrier Chevrolet, and another McIntyre, no relation, Levi, 17, Tide Chevrolet. Next, we're down Paul Minnick in number 6, the Starlight Ford, and number 1, Buick of Zach Winkle, and the starting shotgun in the field would be the J.D. Stacy Buick, number 2, of Dylan Young.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
field given the command to fire the engines as we get set for racing here. 30 laps at Daytona International Speedway. Here and we'll be as the field rolls off of pit road. We'll be right back after this. We're going to start at the Ryan Daytona 500 right after this.
Don't let him speed because it's a short box right there.
Back at Daytona International Speedway, the field is about to get set for the, as we mentioned, the Great American Race at I don't believe this, you know, in here. But a couple of the veterans up front to start the race here. Dylan Poteet, the first time I think he's ever drove a Buick, I believe, in this series, I believe, to be honest. Yellow 42 a lot of times, and so he's driving this season here as the field comes off corner number 4. Take green flag about to start for season 25, and boogity, 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 let's go racing, boys and girls. In-car cameras today will be carried by Kyle Matthews. He has 1 in-car cameras, along with Keith Batson and Seth Cole. Those three have in-car cameras from the Daytona 500 season. Will one of the rookies win the 500? Will it be a first-time 500 winner, or will one of the veterans finally pull it off? That's going to be the question. Will be answered in 30 laps in this race. Keith Batson wasting no time at number 20. He goes to the inside for the lead. Second position, he's got it. Dylan Poteet will lead him down off turn number 4. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're talking about, how fast these cars can go. That's what 200 miles an hour look like off turn number 4 on the speed shot. Batson, I think, led the first lap in this race here, I think. No, he did not. Poteet led the first lap. First lap at 185.376 miles an hour. But don't get used to this pace, because they'll be a whole lot faster from here on out. R.J. Bishop, one of the 2 rookies in the field. Wes McCoy, the other rookie in the field. And Bishop's got one of the best right there behind him, Jessica Shelton, the number 9. In second position, Jess started 13th in this event here, and is already up to the lead. Jessica Shelton leads the second lap. The 5-time series champion heads up into turn number 1. Here's Nathan Foreman to the low side, and he'll take the lead now. Number 7, that is Wes McCoy. Driving one of the 2 Dale Earnhardt cars in this event. That car that Haywood's driving is a 1982 Thunderbird he's driving. There it is, the 15 car. Cole Beaver, of course, naturally. The Goodrich car, the GM Goodrich machine. Coming to the start-finish line, 3 wide, several rows deep, and Nathan Orman leads his first lap of the season. And look at this pack of cars right there. You don't think they get tied around Daytona? Well, they do. That's what 3-wide looks like, about several rows deep right there back. There you see Zach Rogers in the middle of the race right here. Kyle Matthews on the right side. Devon Ford and Kyle Matthews in car 22. Ohio. holding the outside line, or holding the position, I should say. Zach Winkle, meantime, holds the lead right now as he leads with the 15 car of Jackson Haywood in the second position. Third is the 13 car of Austin Colano. Here comes Haywood to the low side. Emmanuel Harper is moving up to the field. The last place starter, Dylan Young, in number 2. I don't think I ever recall Dylan Young even driving a Buick in Castrol Cup, I should say. Buick actually, believe it or not, has the most manufacturers in this series this season, by the way, too. They have 10 cars. As a matter of fact, 8 Chevrolet, 7 Pontiacs, and 7 Oldsmobiles in the field. So the manufacturer breakdown, pretty much even. But the most even I think we've ever seen having in this series, believe it or not. Hartnett leads the lap here, and into the inside 50 car Gene Sanford. That's an old Cliff Stewart car driven by Joe Milliken. 82 as she's driving. She's moved to the lead briefly, but here comes Bill Parker, number 5. Chevy's driving. He looks slow. He's got the lead. But here comes number 90, Jesse Turner. And boy, would he like to get a Daytona 500 as well as Quentin Moore. Quentin Moore driving the cars that his racer Morgan Shepherd drove back in 1987, the Quaker State car. 4 up to the lead right now. Here comes to the low side, and Quentin Moore leads his first lap of the 500. Right behind him, another green car, Matt McIntyre, the man from the state of Indiana. He was to the low side, but he does not have the lead now. It's because Henry Sanford is taking it in the 55 car. Nathan Hudson would like to take the 500 trophy back to the Jelly UK. Mentioned Hudson from the same area of the country as Sean Galligan and Joshua Collard, a couple other Brits, and both have won in this series, as a matter of fact, too. But now up to the lead now goes Zach Rogers, the 33 car. Zach Rogers had a tremendous season in season 24, won 4 times. He also finished 5th in the points chase. Zach Rogers, well-known driver in not only the NNSCRA, but also in NRSL as well. Rogers, very tough racer, and boy, some people will play him, including the man behind him, Johnny Gardner, the season 1 Daytona 500 winner, which tells you he's won the first ever race in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. And boy, look at the 21 car. Here comes Cat Batts, I should say. And Batts driving. Boy, what power in that 21 car, though. Hodgson for car, even though she gave Gardner a bit of a shove up the track. And Cat Batson goes to the lead. 10 laps in the books, 20 laps remaining. Just an explosive start to this Daytona 500. Inside Haas, another number 8 car, one of his favorite numbers, and right behind him, Cole. Right behind him, the number 4 car, William Brock, the Kodak film car. That's the kind of the golden yellow machine that you see right there. There it is, the number 4 car. Right there behind him, the King Richard Petty colors, the 43 STP car. That's an 87 Pontiac he's driving in this race. Look at this, about maybe 10 rows of 3 wide. And Becker looks low, but here comes Seth Cullen, 52 to the low side. He's going to shove from his buddy Dylan Poteet. Poteet, the pole sitter for this 500. Look at the fastest lap, 205.185 miles per hour set by Paul Mennick. And they are a second and a half from last. Coming to the start-finish line here. Seth Cole leads him down. Side-by-side for second position between Jay Jefferson and Ryan Brommer. Brommer, you remember, won the first Gatorade 125s event. The first dual race in the Seth Cole, ironically enough, won the second dual race in the 52 car. And those two cars showing some of the moves that displayed during the Gatorade dual races in this 500. Rob Evans right there behind the second position, number 12 card. Here comes Batson. Nope. Here comes the 70 card, Mitchell Collins. His only 500, his only win in the right here at Daytona, except it was in the night race, the Pepsi 400. And Mitchell usually pretty good on the super speedways himself too, and you know he would like to get a Daytona 500 win himself. And right there behind him comes the 70 track by Wes McCoy in number 7. And I know I mentioned this in the 125 Wes McCoy. I keep thinking of one of the old names in the NNSCRA. In fact, going back to one of the first seasons of Snickers Cup. Snickers, not only Snickers Cup series, but also in series like the any series that Sean Gallagher's series, or if you go even further back, the Henry 54's Pepsi Racing series. That Henry 54, if you don't know who he is, by the way, that's Angel Hernandez, who lives down in Miami here. But there was a guy by the name of Wes McCall who raced in those series, by the way, including the Pepsi Racing series and of course Sean Gallagher's Craftsman series. But that's who I kind of think of when I think of when I think of the Wes McCoy. I keep wanting to say Wes McCall when it's actually not his name. There's one familiar name up front right now, though, and it's Joshua Osborne in Richmond colors. A gold 25 on that car, and of course, I guess you might say, kind of fitting that he's got the gold 25, with this being the 25th season of the series. But here comes number 27, R.J. Bishop, and he took the lap away from Osborne. So Bishop has lead, but here comes the 6 car. The Strolite Ford 1988 Martin colors. Here comes 44. That's the car of Ryan George, and look who's coming in there. Look who's coming in again at 9 car, Jessica Shelton, the Coors Ford. Shelton driving an 87 Thunderbird race. Elliott did with this car back in 87. That was when the 500. Ryan George out in front here. Here comes number 13 car. That is Austin Colano. Jackson Haywood in there in the 15 car. Hartnett, Young, Quentin Moore. Hartnett to the low side here. He's got the shove from Dylan Young. Hartnett, one of the excellent super speedway racers in online racing. Boy, it's fast. Halfway home here in the Daytona 500. 16 laps in the books and 14 to go in the 500. Comes Dylan Young to the low side. Young has the lead. Here comes Quentin Moore in 26. Fourth car of William Brock, and here comes Moore to the low side. Brock, he takes a look low, leads Moore up in the middle of the racetrack here. Number 26 car. Poteet and Sanford behind him. It's Charles Sanford, I should say, in 24. And 21. And oh, problems and the big ones happen in turns 1 and 2. A big crash in turns 3 and 4. Kyle Langland's involved in the crash. Wes McCoy, Joshua Osborne, Cole Deaver, Jesse Turner's involved. Mike Becker, 75 car of Daniel Bouchard's in it. Oh, Seth Cole, 52 cars in it. And William Brock led the last time by. Kev Sheeran, the 71 cars in it. Take a look at it again as to what happened to cause the melee through turns 3 and 4. And I don't think I have to tell you, it all began with the 21 and the 24 cars. They see what happened right there. Sanford came down on the 21 car of Cat Batson There's see right there. There's see all that's happening. Where there's several cars that are getting by really, really well here. There's see where collected Osborne, Bill Parker, several others in the car there, and boy, just several. Just everybody piled in right there. Keith Batson, you see him turning the one of the cars around right there, and there's just hole closed up in at 190 miles an hour. There's nothing you can do here. Just the hole closes up right there, and just close your eyes, roll the dice, and just hope for the best. But in that case, hardly anybody. Several cars did a good job in the inside lane getting through this whole deal too. On board with Seth Cole. That's all that's going on, so pace car's lights are off here, so we're about to get that set for green flag racing here. We will have 8 laps to go when this race restarts. Crash happening by the way on lap number 19. By the way, we were just 12 laps away from the finish, I should say. We're set the field for you here. William Brock leads. Second position is Dylan Poteet. Third is Dylan Young. Fourth is Quentin Moore. Fifth is Emmanuel Harness. Sixth position right now is Austin Colano. Seventh is Zach Winkle, who started 40th in this event. Alex Miller's 8th. 9th is Zachary Fitzwater. 10th is Paul Minnick. 11th is Ryan George. 12th, Nathan Orman. Jessica Shelton, 13th. 14th, Levi McIntyre. 15th is Nathan Edson. Kyle Matthews, the outside bolster, 16th. RJ Bishop, 17th. 18th is Henry Samber. 19th, Matt McIntyre. 20th, Gene Samber. 21st, Mitchell Collins. 22nd is Matt Haas. 23rd, Zach Rogers. 24th is Rob Evans. 25th is Jay Jensen. 26th is Johnny Butters. 27th is Steve Bass. 28th, Charles Evans. 28th is Cole Beaver. And 30th is Seth Cole. That's how they run right now at the moment. And several cars out of the race here. The 94 car of Ryan Brommer, Wes McCoy, Bill Parker, Jesse Turner, Kat Badson, Jackson Haywood, and Kev Shear all out of the race because of that crash. As the pace car looks off on the pit road here. Green flag back out on lap number 23. 7 laps remaining, or 8 laps remaining in the Daytona 500. Any of these cars can win this race, though, so we'll see what happens. The damaged cars get in somebody's way here. Several cars that are damaged up, though, and for that crash, actually still came back on the racetrack here to try to salvage what they can of this race, or maybe not win the race, but salvage what they can. 3 wide. Here comes Quentin Moore, the 26 car to the low side of Poteet. Is he going to make the move to the inside? Yes, he will. And here comes Quentin Moore. Side by side, charging for the start-finish line. But here comes number 13, Austin Colano, and he led that lap. Hard racing, Steve Rogers would say, you gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them, and the chips are down right now. You paid your money, make your choice. Inside goes Paul Minnick. Paul Minnick is not one of them. He's won a plate in Talladega, where he won his race on a plate track here. Nathan Orman, he got so close to last plate track at Talladega in the Die Hard 500. He got so close to winning that race, only to lose it out to Keith Batson, who I learned was the same number that Orman's running right now. But here comes Levi McIntyre, who win the Daytona 500 win back to Ohio. He said he's from a different town that Kyle McIntyre's from. Back backstretch. Here comes McIntyre. Here comes 47 car Nathan Hudson. Is he going to take the lead? No. Well, I don't know. RJ Bishop took a look to the low side. He does not do so as they come down to turn 3 and 4. Henry Sanford's in there. McIntyre in 18. 50 car Gene Sanford. RJ Bishop to the low side. 5 laps to go in the 500. Now they got Nathan Hudson caught in a sucker hole in the 47 car. He's going backwards. And here comes number 55. Sanford up to the lead. Matt McIntyre to the low side. Car 18, the Interstate Battery Chevy. Into the third turn, Gene Sanford goes to the lead. Car number 50. Coming to the start-finish line now. 4 laps to go. Sanford to the low side. Here comes Kyle Mayer. He's got the draft off the 30 car of Jay Jefferson. He's up there. Fitzwater up there. Poteet, Gardner. Matthews in the middle lane. Here comes the 30 car of Jefferson. He went slow. He's got the advantage into the third turn. He's got it. Jay Jefferson, car number 30. Fitzwater behind him. Poteet. Up to third position now. Coming down for 3 laps remaining. Down the low side. Fitzwater to the top spot. Poteet. Or actually, I should say that's Gardner, number 11 to the low side. Minnick in the 6 car. He's got the push from Jessica Shelton in the 9 car. There'll be 2 to go this time by. Quentin Moore's up there. Levi McIntyre. Dylan Young. 2 laps to go. Three wides. 24 and 26. Shelton to the high side. She's here. Falling back a little bit. McIntyre up there, number 17. Dylan Young. Who's all going to be in this? Who's going to win this race here? Here comes number 13. Austin Connell could be surprised in this 500. Paul Minnick out in front. It'll be the white flag waving. Nathan Hudson's up there, right there behind Colano. McIntyre to the low side, side by side with Minnick. White flag waves. 1 lap remaining in the Daytona 500. Austin Colano out in front, car number 13. Nathan Hudson up there, number 1 car. Winkle. Zach Winkle started his race in 40th position. Can he pull it off in this 500? He looks like he might to the low side, 3 wide. He's up to the lead now. William Brock leading the move. Off the 4th turn they come. I don't think Brock's any close enough here. He's to the low side. They're side by side for 2nd position to the line. Zach Winkle wins the season 25 Daytona 500. Well, that's the one thing about Daytona, though. We see quite a few surprise winners in this field here. But Zach Winkle surprised them all today as he takes up all the first time he's won in a long time, I believe, in this series. As a matter of fact, 2. But he takes the Uno Buick to victory lane. Car number 1 finishes P1 in the Daytona 500 here. So we'll take the finishing order for you here. Zach Winkle wins. William Brock second. Austin Colonna third. And Alex Miller fourth. Nathan Hudson comes home fifth. Nathan Orman comes home sixth. R.J. Bishop seventh. Paul Minnick eighth. Levi McIntyre, oh so close, comes home ninth. Ryan George will finish in 10th position. Dylan Young 11th. Jessica Shelton again was up there late in the 500, but again, the boys didn't want her winning it, seems like. But she comes on a solid 12th position to kick the season off here. Kyle Matthews 13th, Quentin Moore 14th. 15th will go to Johnny Gardner. 16th will go to Zachary Fitzwater. Matt McIntyre 16th, 17th I should say. 18th Emmanuel Hardnett. Jay Jefferson 19th. Dylan Poteet, the pole sitter, comes home in 20th. 21st will be Henry Sanford. Gene Sanford finishes 22nd. Matt Haas 23rd. Zach Rogers, Keith Badson, Mike Becker, Seth Cole, Rob Evans, Charles Sanford, and Kyle Langland, the top 30. Then comes Cole Deaver, Mitchell Collins, Daniel Bouchard, and Joshua Osborne was the last finisher. He comes home 34th. Cars out of the race: Ryan Brommer, Wes McCoy, Phil Parker, Jesse Turner, Kat Batson, Jackson Haywood, and Kev Shearer was the finishers into the season's Daytona 500. But a surprise 500 winner, Zach Winkle. You wouldn't expect him to win this race, though, but he did this season, as he takes home the season 25 Daytona 500 here. Sure, some of the veterans right now are thinking, what are those guys doing winning the 500 and that we're not? But anyway, can't take nothing away from the number one Uno Buick out of Haas Ellington Racing. Fine job today and made the move right when it counted. And that's what Plays Racing is all about, isn't it? After all. But so anyway, one race down in the books here. We'll be heading to race number 2 at Rockingham for the Goodwrench versus GM Goodwrench Service 400. Like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got inner races gaming. We got inner races, gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires for his channel. And be sure to check out our other series, including the Duracell Cup series. That's in full swing for Seth. That's Seth Cole's league. Be sure to check that series out, and you will not regret doing so neither here. So here's, as well as some of the other stuff we have here. He's also got online racing videos as well too, from some of the online leagues we do run in the NNSCRA as well. So be sure to subscribe to this channel. You will not regret checking it out neither. So that will do it here today in the Daytona 500. Congratulations again to Zach Winkle with an average speed of 164.226, the winner of the Daytona 500 for season 25. And for now, this is James Colson. This is a production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best. We will see you at Rockingham.
Greg, did you have any ignition problems?